to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ask if they can hear. Let's see.
What's the leader for you, please? Maggie?
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My heart's gray loyalty, my hands for service, my health for better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Oh, you guys better learn that.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My heart's gray loyalty, my hands for service, my health for better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Oh, you guys better learn that.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
No acting president or vice president. So, an officer of that caliber that's willing to come tonight was Maddie, and she's got some notes here. We're going to start the meeting up. She's got some things to go over. When you guys do talk, for whatever reason tonight, talk loud and clear. Sean's live streaming this for families that couldn't be with us. We have several families that don't. No acting president or vice president. So here, an officer, it's Sean Powell for that. First time we've ever live streamed a meeting. So we have families at home that have some COVID restrictions and can't be with us. So we got to kind of be loud so that they can hear us. But if he doesn't have voice on there, might have to text Jimmy throughout this thing. I don't know who you're.
You just said turn up the volume.
Okay. This is all new to us. We've never done this.
What else is on
Rebecca, Caleb, and Ethan.
Yeah, she's still under.
They said it's way better.
We're good.
Okay, so maybe just to start off the meeting tonight, since we've got a lot of.
Virtual?
Yeah, Andrew just said she can't hear.
Where's the microphone at?
I think it's on that camera. Is
Is there a microphone on your camera, Sean?
No, it's in the computer.
Well then, why don't you keep the camera there and move the computer over here?
They said it's better. I turned it all the way up, so it's good.
Now they can hear?
Yeah, they said it's way better. It's louder.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe just to do a little icebreaker, kind of go around the room. We got a lot of new families in here this year, which is really cool to see our club grow. Maybe we ask each one of you to stand up, maybe turn around and face, because everybody's behind us. Turn around and give them your name and how many years you've been in 4-H, or if it's your first year in 4-H.
Just speak real loud.
Speak nice and clear. We can start up here and work our way back.
Anybody else online?
No.
You can sit if you want, that's fine.
Oh, he doesn't want to be introduced.
This is Jaden, his second year at 4-H. He did llamas last year. This year he wants to do some shooting and some marketing animals.
There. Okay, you're up.
Taylor, you're old enough.
It is really delayed a whole week.
Don't be shy. Eventually, we're all going to be one big family. You're talking about.
This is Jayla. She's acting like she's shy, but she's not. This is her second year at 4-H also. They did llamas last year. She's doing horses, market animals, and shooting.
Cool. Gotta introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Miley. I've been at 4-H probably 5 or 6 years now. I usually focus on cattle, sheep, and pigs.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't hear back there, this is Miley up front. Where are we at? We're over here. Stand you're up. Stand up. I can't see you. You're too short.
I'm Nathan. This is my second year at 4-H, and I'm doing hogs and chickens and
Hogs and chickens.
No, you're not doing sewing.
You're up.
Oh, no idea.
Can't hear you. Come on.
this is my 4th year of 4-H and I do child studies.
It's Maggie up front, guys. She talks really quiet. She's not really that shy.
I'm Adam, this is my 4th year of 4-H and I do cows and pigs.
I'm gonna save that on
You're up.
Say your name.
What's your name? Goats, pigs, and cows. You're gonna be busy. Who are you? Horses and goats. All right. Where are we at? We're over on this side.
My name is Bella, and I'm a
Chickens? Cool. Oh,
I'm Abby, and this is my 3rd year of 4-H, and I'm showing horses and rabbits.
nice.
I'm Shira, this is my 2nd year of 4-H, and I'm doing chickens and pigs.
Chickens and pigs. Nice. Come on. Who are you?
I'm Isabella, and I'm doing chickens.
Chickens. Cool. First year?
Yes.
First year. All right. Well, we're down there. I know you're not going to tell us who you are. Mom can now.
This is Cole, this is his 1st year at 4-H, and he's gonna do chickens and turkeys.
Nice. Cool, cool. Where are we at now?
Hold on, you don't forget about the.
You forgot about your dog.
Well, I didn't know she was at that table. I thought the table was yours. Who are you?
I'm Faith, this is my 1st year, and I'm showing ponies and pigs.
Okay. This is your first 4-H year. Yeah, she's been a clover bug forever. Where else are we back there? Lily.
I'm Lily, this will be possibly my 6th year in 4-H, pigs, chickens, mainly.
Maybe possibly. You're not sure if you're doing it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
You're showing bears at the fair, right?
Bears? Polar bears? Goats. Awesome. This is her first year she gets shown animal, right? First official year. Awesome. Where are we at now? We are way back. He's like, nope.
Be loud so they can hear you. Smurf. What's your name?
Shorter. I'm shorter and
This is your second year.
What are you showing?
I think so far just shooting.
Shooting sports? Awesome.
Luke, it's your turn. Be loud, be proud.
My name is Lucas, and this is my 1st year doing pocket pets.
Awesome.
First year, be loud.
My name is Lauren. This is my 2nd year.
Whoa.
Aurora.
Not scared of anything, right?
No.
She's showing polar bears. You're not getting away that easy. Come on.
My name is Maddie, and I do pigs, turkeys, and chickens.
Pigs, turkeys, and chickens. What about that other clown back there?
My name is Nick. This is my 8th year doing 4-H. I'm taking a steer and a pig.
Awesome. Your sister's not here, is she?
She's online.
She's online. And then we have quite a few people online. Eventually, you guys will all get to meet. So that's cool. Welcome all new members. We're glad to have you part of our club. Where are you at? Treasurer's report?
Okay, so for our treasurer's report, we have $2,012.41 for our total funds. Our original checking was $301.03, savings was $1254.13. We had a deposit of $462.28, which consisted of a $150 refund from Kennywood and $272.68 from our club premium check for the fair, with our ending balance being $1711.38 in checkings and $1254.13 in savings, all total being $2,012.41. Some important January dates that we have is that January 26th is all of our market livestock meetings. So beef and feeders, you guys are from 7 to 8 p.m. And swine and lamb, you guys are from 8 to 9 p.m. And we don't have a location on that yet. But it's just online.
Yeah.
What time's lamb?
Lambs are 8 to 9 p.m.
Those will be down in the event center. Try to make those for the new families that don't understand what that is. Each one of these species require you make 3 mandatory county meetings. And so when they have these, they'll have them once a month. And they're generally down here at the event center now that the building's open and usable by them. Make sure you get to them. Get to these early ones, because what they do in the early ones, they always have like a guest speaker. Especially like the first 4 meetings, because they feel like everybody's going to cram in there to get those done. So the last few meetings of the year that they offer before fair are not very, I would say, not very entertaining for the kids. They're more just about paperwork and things of that nature. So get them there early in the year. Get to these meetings. They bring nutritionalists in. They have guest speakers. It's pretty interesting for the kids. So try to get to the early. And the first one, like she said, was on the 26th down here at the event center. That where, for the new members, that's where you're going to sign up again for this project. So if you're new to our 4-H world, the paperwork that you fill out to get into a species, or like we go for the hogs, you're going to sign up, your kids are going to sign up for the market swine project. You've done it online. You're going to do it again down here in the building, physically fill out a piece of paper. And then you will fill out that same piece of paper 2 more times before you actually end up going to the fair. It's kind of ridiculous, but we do that here. So make sure you fill that paper out, make sure you put all your information on it, and you're going to fill out that same form at least 3 times throughout the 4-H year. So,
We forgot about your other kids.
what other kid? Oh, yeah, we forgot about a kid.
Nice try there,
Who's
buddy.
this?
My name is Sean, and
How many years?
We can't hear you, speak up.
Speak up.
how many years?
I don't know
How many years?
Come on.
How many years?
A lot.
I guess I have a lot of years, and I'm showing pigs and chickens.
Where's the original line at? What's that website?
The website? I don't know. How many of you guys have already enrolled in 4-H for the year?
What website did you use? 4-H online.
Okay, so enrollment is open. One thing I would tell you to do, you got to go online. The new members, fill out that form tonight, give it to me. I'll get it to the extension office. They'll get you enrolled. But all of you guys reoccurring members that are going back in and re-signing, the one thing I would tell you, it was just enforced by the family up front. Until you're 100% sure of your project, don't submit it to be approved. Because once you do submit it to be approved, you have to go back to the extension office to have any projects changed or added. So you can leave it open. It's open now, and it's due March 15th, right? I think March 15th is the end of enrollment. So get in there, get yourselves enrolled in the club, get that done, and then you can alter your projects that you want to do, and then submit it. Okay? What else you got?
Blue River Wranglers meets every second Thursday of the month at 6:30. That's not a county meeting, but still that's our schedule.
Okay. What else? Car show. Okay, so now you had car show listed on there. So for a lot of the new members that don't know, our club started a few years back. We started a car show here that benefits the junior fair area. They call it the Rooster Rally. I can't really give a final fiscal report because the books have never been rectified yet since the car show. Car show was on September 25th, which was also opening day of deer season, and we went directly into and flipped upside down, being very busy. So I never had a chance to sit down with Bev face to face and rectify our books. So we paid all our bills. I don't know what our ending balance was. What I do know is that we were supposed to use the money raised from the car show this year to buy tables for the event center, because anytime we wanna have anything in the event center, we have to rent tables. They don't own them yet. The board decided to table that offer until we had enough money to buy all of the tables that were required and all of the chairs so that everything's matched. So whatever funds we did raise this year that we turned over to them will be set aside and earmarked just for that reason, and then this year's we'll add to it. I don't know, I think when we looked at doing seating for 300, we were like right around 10 grand, and we didn't have 10 grand to give them. I think our contribution back would probably be right around that $5,000 mark again this year. So we've given them 2 years in a row, we've given back $5,000. So a total of 10 grand we've given already. And I assume that there's still 5,000 sitting there or thereabouts. The car show attendance wasn't as great this year because of the rain and everything that was threatening. But I still think we did pretty good. I will have a better idea at our next meeting. I can give you guys a better count exactly what we made and what we turned in. I haven't even transferred the PayPal account yet, so.
You had competition too, other people had car shows.
Yeah, there was another car show going on that day, and I mean, if it wasn't for the truck show being here with because that was Monster Truck Show night too. If they wouldn't have been here, I don't think we would have done as well as we did. They brought a lot of extra people in too, so that kind of helped. I do know that right directly after our car show, the Monster Truck people called us. They absolutely thought it was a great show. They had a great show. They thought we had a good turnout. And he's committed to another 4 years with us doing the same dates. So I think it'll work. He's already signed the contract for this year. He wasn't going to do it unless he did it the same day as the car show. So it did work out pretty good for us. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. So on the car show, you'll get a total fiscal report the next meeting. What do you got? Okay. So, like I said on the Facebook page, some of the are all the new families already signed up on our Facebook page? No? Well, we can get that done tonight. If you have your phone with you and you want to do it, Rhonda can accept you. It's a closed group. I don't know how Facebook works, but I'm told that it's a closed group and she has to invite you in or say yes, it's okay. So it's capital B, capital R, capital W. A lot of what we do is posted on there. The club is pretty active. There's a lot of things going on, so a lot of what we do is posted on there.
75 members.
I'm
just making sure I have the right one.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
You should hear it. Point it back here. Yeah, she got the right one.
You find a lot of information on there. You can ask other people in this club questions, and Jimmy's always answering on there. He'll answer questions. Jimmy, stand up real quick, will you, please?
Hi, Jim.
We call him Roadkill Jim, or Jim. He is also an advisor in our club. Miss Riblet, back there, will you stand up, please? She is also, this is Rebecca Riblet, she's also an advisor in our club. I'm hoping that her better half or other half of her stands up. This
What, Chris?
We need to encourage Chris. Yes. We want Chris to become an advisor as well, so we need to ask him to join us. Jim is also a shooting sports advisor along with myself. There is another member on the camera right now. Her name is Andrea. She has another 4-H club, but she has 10 members. She's bringing 9, so 2 more would be 11. She's bringing 11 members to our shooting sports club this year. She is going to get certified to be an instructor as well. So you will see her around here. Andrea Zippe, you'll see her around here quite a bit too. She's going to be helping us with that. And we're still looking for anybody that would like to become a shooting sports advisor or a volunteer for that. We'd like to get you certified and get you to come alongside of us. So if you know somebody or would like to be a part of that, please reach out to me.
What exactly do you need to be certified?
So to get certified to be a shooting sports instructor, you have to go to a 4-H shooting sports instructor program. You gotta give up your life for 3 days, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm retired.
We would, either through our club, I would say that yes, we would. If not, I'll get it covered. It's $100. That's a little over 100 now. Did you see what the new one was, Jimmy?
No, it's all reimbursed if you take back your receipts.
We can get it paid back through the extension office. We definitely can use some rifle instructors right now because the program has grown quite a bit. So, you have to be an advisor. You have to be able to be an advisor. So we would have to get your references over to Beth for you to become an advisor, and then have you go get certified.
I mean, I have my CCW, I don't know if that makes a difference.
It doesn't when it comes to 4-H.
Alright, but
No, that's a whole new animal.
It's a whole different deal when you go, but you'll go down to, you'd either go to 4-H Camp Ohio, or you would go to 4-H Camp Cantor's Cave. And they'll
One
run
you shoot real firearms, the other one you shoot BB guns.
Yeah. Oh, when they shot the roof? No, yeah, in Cantor's Cave, we were trained indoors on air rifles, and both instructors were having a hard time getting the CO2 canister to work right. They were playing around with they shot the canister right through the ceiling. Blew through the ceiling. Probably shouldn't highlight that, but so yeah, I mean, if anybody has a firearm interest and has an interest in wanting to volunteer some time to help us out, we definitely could talk to you about getting that done. So if you're interested, it sounds like you really are.
I mean, like,
I can get you some information on it. You can look it up. You can talk to Beth, see if it's something you want to do. We'll get you in touch with Beth Smith across the street, and we can definitely use help. Because for the longest time, it was Jimmy and I doing it, and Andrea came beside us. Tom Frank was also an instructor. We have Josh Ware as an instructor, and Jim Snyder, which the Snyder family, I don't know.
They're here.
Are they online? Okay, so the Snyder family is, Jim Snyder is still available. His wife is also a county coordinator for us, and Ron is a county coordinator for us, which you gotta have to have a shooting sports club. So it looks like we're picking up a couple new ones up here. So we could potentially have 25 or 30 kids in here. We're gonna need help. So we're gonna nominations. So, like I said, coming into the meeting tonight, we did not have an active board sitting here. We can start tonight making nominations, and then at our next meeting, we can take any more nominations that would be opened up, and then vote and actually get a board put in place here. So we need to make nominations tonight for a president and a vice president, both of which have aged out. We need to make nominations for a secretary. We do not need a treasurer because Rebecca got voted back in last year, right? So that's a 2-year term, right? Am I right, guys? Back there, so I'm getting yes. Okay, so our treasurer is a 2-year seat. That got elected again last year. So the treasurer seat still. For the new members, we do a 2-year seat on the treasurer because it's a major thing in the rear to change checking accounts and change signers. So we made it a 2-year commitment, and luckily she got reelected last year, so we haven't had to do anything. So we do need to make nominations tonight for president, for vice president, for secretary, safety officer, media officer. So who wants to start me off here so we can get a list of nominations made?
Just have them take that.
Nobody wants to start me off? Come on, somebody in this club, put their hand up and say, I nominate, da 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 da.
I nominate Sean as vice president.
Sean, do you accept?
No.
Sean Patrick.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I don't accept that, but I do.
Somebody else? Come on. Okay. We have a nomination for president or vice president for Ms. Miley. She would be willing to take either seat. Who else? Come on, guys.
Okay, how about raise your hand if you would like to run for a seat, and then I'll nominate you.
There you go.
I nominate that again, the new girl. I don't know what she was nominated for. Kira. Raise your hand.
Kira?
She wants to nominate, be nominated?
Why? Come on. You don't have to nominate somebody else. You nominate just if you would like to be a member or an officer of the club, put your hand up.
I nominate Becca.
I
nominate Becca.
For what?
For president.
Okay.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
She's our treasurer.
She can vote.
Yeah, but she can trade off to somebody else or something like that.
You're gonna ask.
Can she or no?
She's a sitting treasurer. I don't know how that would work as far as getting her. I mean, I'd have to go through all the paperwork and we'd have to re-elect the treasurer. It's a 2-year seat.
Unless she split it off to her brother.
And I don't know if she can do both. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. Can one person hold 2 seats?
I feel like she could.
Yeah.
I think the advisors are going to start nominating people before long. Faith, what do you want?
Sean.
Four.
I don't like that.
Why?
This place.
Something I like.
What?
This place.
Sean said he'll take vice.
Yes.
Can I nominate Kira Smith Lee as secretary?
Yes. So Kira and Isabella have both been nominated for secretary.
Hey, Dad.
You guys, you might want to know what those positions entail too. So, as a secretary, the secretary sits and takes all the minutes of the meeting.
Oh, Emma would like to be nominated for secretary.
We technically started this meeting off wrong because we should have had a reading of the previous minutes from our last meeting, but we didn't even have that person here to help us with that tonight. So,
Abby, you want to be media officer?
Yeah.
So, Lindsay just texted me and said Becca could only do a different role if Caleb or Ryan became treasurer, which I think would be okay because then we wouldn't have to change anybody on the books.
So then nominate both of them for treasurer. Oh wait, yeah. I see where you're going with that.
It would have, I mean, I don't know how that would work. That could happen if there was a nomination for Rebecca to be president or vice president, then her brothers, one of her brothers would have to be voted in as the treasurer. Because Lindsay is the responsible parent for the kid that's on the checking account. Does that make sense? So even though the kid's on the checking account, the adult on our account has to be the signer. So Lindsay's that person. So one of her other kids could potentially be our treasurer for the remaining year. And then we can open that back up next year. So that's entirely up to the club to decide whether or not we want to do that. That's up to you guys to decide.
I nominated vice president.
Nick, for vice president? Okay.
Nick, do you accept?
Yeah, I accept.
What were all the things that you can nominate for?
Treasurer, no. Secretary, president, vice president, safety officer, and media officer. Media person. So the secretary, I was starting to explain to you, the secretary sits up here, takes minutes, takes notes of the meeting, and then gives the secretary's report, which is the reading of the minutes from the previous month's meeting. The president naturally oversees, makes sure the meeting gets ran, stays in order. The vice president assists the president. The vice president is also supposed to sit on any subcommittee that's made. So if there was a fundraising subcommittee, the vice president has to be a part of that. So the vice president's role is pretty busy. Like they're very involved. The treasurer naturally takes care of all your funds. They're responsible for the checking account. They're responsible for giving you a report so that you guys know what you have in your account. The safety officer should give a informal demonstration at every meeting that pertains to health and safety for club members. And the media officer would actually take pictures, they would work with the Facebook page, keep you guys updated. They do supposed to kind of handle the posts and the dates and making sure all the important stuff is on our Facebook page. Nick.
I nominate Abigail for the officer.
Abigail.
Abigail?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Abigail has been nominated.
Do you accept?
AKA Abigail.
Where is she?
Media
Oh,
officer.
there she is.
Yes. You most certainly can. Media officer.
Faith wants to nominate herself.
For safety officer? Faith. I did a little bit of knowing because you gotta know Faith.
I told her that means no more running around and goofing off.
That's right. That'll be interesting.
Oh, Emma
Okay, so
Berry.
there are no further nominations.
Hello.
Oh, there is?
Hey, other daughter here. Anna Berry said Emma would like to nominate herself for secretary.
Okay. Are you putting it down?
Can I nominate Emma Berry for president?
Okay. Does Emma accept?
Okay, so next month, guys, all of you that
President.
have decided you want to be an officer of some sort, hopefully we have all our club here to do this election next month.
I'm talking about.
Come with a little bit of preparing so that you can tell them why you would like that position and what you think you can do to help them out. And then we'll vote, and maybe we'll have some cake or something to celebrate.
Oh, Ryan should get us more ice cream.
Brian should get
No promotion, no more ice cream.
Brian wants to get ice cream.
People blow her head off.
Okay.
I'm on the comment and Peyton said.
Hey, write those down for everything.
Okay. There.
This is your first year.
All right, and so one final thing that I have for you that came up just today, and I didn't know how you guys would handle it. If you guys would want to handle it, here at the fairgrounds, February 4, 5, 6, right?
Yes.
5, 6, 7.
4, 5, and 6.
So here at our fairgrounds, 4, 5, 6, down in the event center, the Henninger family, Rick and Judy, put on an outdoor show. And it used to be up on Belmont Avenue. Originally started in Niles, at the big center in Niles, and then it got moved up to the Metroplex. So they do this show down here. It's a 3-day event. They need somebody that would be willing to do concessions.
The camera just turned off.
If that is something that they wanted to go to a 4-H club because their guy couldn't be here this year, they want a 4-H club to take it, I told them I'd bring it to our club first. If our club would want to do it, it's not an easy undertaking, but if our club would want to do it, we absolutely could, and you guys can make that money and take a trip with it this summer to an amusement park or whatever you want to do. If you do not want to do it, then I'm going to go to like the junior fair board. I'll get Ken off and some junior fair board kids, and then that money can go back to the junior fair. So it was offered to our club first. If it's something you think you guys would like to do, I need to circle back to them and say, yes, our club's taking it. But there again, we need help. It's not an easy undertaking, and normally when we do this kind of stuff, there's only 3 people that show up to do it.
Yeah, but normally when we do it for a horse show of 100 people. We're talking out horse show, we're talking 30,000 people through the doors. You know, in
If
a
we
day.
do it, we'll do shifts. So that way one person isn't there from beginning to end. We'll do shifts.
Yeah, but you're talking a lot of food. You know?
Yeah, but if everyone commits to an R4H club, I think we could make a shift.
Huh? Well, I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, so they say, you know, 25 to 30,000 in attendance, right? Over 3 days. If you sell one hot dog to every one of them people at $1 a hot dog, that's a lot of money. You know, more money than I think your club can use, which would be awesome to be able to take that money as a club and be able to put it in different spots throughout your junior fair or throughout your whatever charity you'd want to give it to. Depends what kind of money we make. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that would be something to look at. When this is all done, you come back and you say, okay, we got, who knows, say it's 5,000 or say it's 10,000. What do you do with that money? You know what I mean? You want to donate some of it back, you can donate some of it back, you can throw some in, you guys can go on a nice day trip. We always try as a club to go to Kennywood. We do that once a year. Yeah, I mean, you can pay for everybody to go to Kennywood at that point and not just the kid. You always cover the kid and then
You can do that,
mom and dad have to pay.
that food voucher.
You know,
Who's bringing in the food?
we would have to, which isn't a problem. I think that could be handled. It'd have to be, you know, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna start planning on that. You know,
When is this?
it's in February, so it kind of got thrown on me today. It kind of showed up. This is something that could be done.
Are we voting on the
I
outdoor
just got
show?
a picture. I was like, what is that? That's a picture. Again, like I said, if we do it, we would have to have shifts. Like Miranda said, couldn't all but one of us do it. The only problem we're gonna have, and I'm looking at Jimmy when I say we're gonna have, is I also started a chapter of the National Wild Turkey Federation 2 years ago. Jimmy is one of my committee people. We will have a table at this show. We're going to be selling tickets to our event on April 1st. So we'll be in the building. We can kind of oversee it, help them. But our committee is also going to be there selling tickets. So Jimmy and Abby are both part of that committee. They're going to be tied up doing some of that. If Abby can get here those days to help you as well. So
She doesn't work Friday, Saturday.
oh, so we got 2 days. I mean, either way, if you guys don't want to do it, I understand, and then you know, we might have to have some club people help. I'll go to Kim and we'll see what we can do with the junior fair board and run it through them and just let them take the lead back.
It's 2 votes, 100%.
For
Right.
the clubs, and that would be all 3 days, or can we take 1 day, because if you're talking a shift of a whole day, it'd be nice to break those shifts up into.
Oh, no, I think we could break it up.
Yeah.
I'm saying we have to have enough people
Right.
signed up to do that.
So it's like
Yes, you're committed to Friday, Saturday, it will be Friday. Is it open all day Friday, that show?
Open from 6 to.
You sent me a
I'll
text.
tell you right now.
6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Listen, I get up for work at 6.
It is Friday.
I can sleep in a little bit.
Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 10 to 5.
Okay, so 10's better.
Friday's